Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Metal Gear Mondays, where we're playing Metal Gear Solid, the board game by CMON. I did have a poll up on the channel over the last week to decide what the next episode of Metal Gear Mondays was going to be tonight, but as there were no votes on it last night when I had to start setting up, I decided to press forward with the next story mission. So we've got the tank battle lined up here tonight. As you can see, the tank in shot. I'll zoom in just... I don't want to zoom in too far because the map is set up long way like this. So I don't want to zoom in too far here. Plus, it looks like actually the dividing lines for the grid spaces are coming through just fine, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Anyway, first up, let's set the scene, and then we'll introduce tonight's battle. Snake's comms activated in his ear. Snake, be careful. There's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you. Who are you? One of your fans. Snake had little choice but to proceed. His destination was across a wide open snowfield to the other side of the facility. Knowing there was a trap made all the difference. He expected the first sign of the tank to be it opening fire. Instead, a set of heavy metal doors built in the rock face began to rise. An engine roared to life within, and a massive tank lurched forward, its tread sending snow flying. Some ambush, Snake thought, getting ready. Snakes don't belong in Alaska, boomed a voice over the tank's loudspeaker. The hatch opened, and a burly man with a physique fitting his baritone emerged. He was covered in a myriad of intricate petroglyph tattoos. He pointed at Snake and roared, "Send him a message!" Snake dove aside just as the tank opened fire. The impact erupted in a brilliant fireball, but Snake was already on his feet moving. "Ha ha ha ha!" The man laughed as loud as his tank. "That's it! Come on! Let's fight!" Before we do that, let's set up the tank. So here is our tank with Vulcan Raven inside. Armored vehicle combat. The tank is considered to be a figure facing all directions when resolving all effects but cannot be leapfrogged. The tank can only be damaged by missiles, mines, and grenades. For each arrow on a boss card, the tank moves in that direction a number of spaces equal to the arrow's number. If it reaches the map edge before moving the full amount of spaces, it moves the remaining number of spaces in the opposite direction. Run over. Each time the tank enters a player's space, deal 1 damage to them. At the end of the tank's turn, if it shares a space with a player, place its figure in the nearest empty space. Grenades, and we'll go through those in a minute as well. When a grenade lands on a tank space, deal damage to the tank based on the table below. If the grenade lands on a tank space with a star, reveal the top card of the boss deck and deal the bonus damage shown on the bottom of the card to the tank. Then, return the card to the bottom of the boss's deck. And as you can see, we've got a 3x3 grid indicating the tank here. The corners are each worth 2 damage. The orthogonal to the center is worth 1 point and bonus damage, and dead center is worth 3 and bonus damage. Attacks with 2 black dice, defensive of 4. With 2 players, it'll have 40 health, and as usual, I've got a dial to keep track of that. Let's take a look at our grenades. We've got 2 grenades on them. So throw a grenade. Roll 2 black dice. Place 1 grenade from this card. Place 1 grenade from this card spaces away from your figure in one direction equal to 1 of the results. Then move it in any other direction spaces away equal to the other result. Deal 1 damage to each figure within 1 space of the grenade. If the grenade is in a tank space, deal damage to it according to the boss dashboard. Then, remove the grenade from the map. If the grenade would move off into an obstacle or off the map, discard it with no effect. And then grenade crate for another action. On a crate space, refill this card's grenades. Both Meryl and Snake have grenades. And I'll probably be mostly using their focus tokens to manipulate the dice. We'll grab our black dice here so we've got all those set to go. And with that said, we are set to jump into this fight. So our first order of business is I don't really feel like sharing a column with the tank. So Snake is actually going to dash. How far do I want to dash, though? Let's dash 1, 2 with Snake. So that's 1. Then he's going to throw one of his grenades for 2. So we've got our 2 dice here. Then we place place 1 grenade, the number of spaces away in one direction, then move it any number of spaces. So we've got a 5. That's not good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means he's going to throw it too far unless I use his minus... Actually, I'd have to use both his +2 and his -2 to get it dead center, right? No, even... Actually, I could get it on there. I could get it on here for 2 damage if I use just his -2, which I think I will. So we'll use the -2 to turn the 5 into a 3, which will land that, which will move that 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and that'll do 2 damage. Actually, that'll do 1 damage plus bonus card. So 1 damage plus a bonus card, plus a bonus is +2 damage. So that's actually very welcome. So that'll do 3 damage to the tank, which will already bring it up to 3 damage. Okay, so that's 1 of the grenades. And then I'll have Snake. I'll have him dash. Where am I going to have him dash? I think we'll have him dash over here, and then I'll throw his other grenade. I'm going to have to have him make a beeline for a grenade crate already. 2, 4, 6. Yep, and then I can spend an action to refill his grenades. So we'll throw another grenade. 3 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's another 1 damage plus a card. Damage here is a +1, so 2 damage. So 2 more damage, which brings the tank up to 5. And then that's all 4 of Snake's actions. Meryl is going to... She's going to dash, I think, off to the side here. Then she's going to throw one of her grenades. Yikes. Okay, so one of them is going to fade over here and go off without effect. Then we'll let the other one fly. So we'll place that in Meryl's space to start with. We can get that one. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So that'll be another 1 damage plus bonus card. Plus 1 for 2 damage. So that'll bring the tank up to 7 damage on it. And then Meryl will dash over to this grenade crate. She'll be able to load up and possibly throw again. First card for the tank is it's moving up 3, left 3, forward, down 6. So up is going to move away from us. Actually, yeah. So how does that work with spaces? Does that base... Okay. So let's see. Okay. So up 3. That was one of Meryl's grenades. So 1, 2, 3. Then left 3. 1, 2, 3. Then down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Snake actually takes... Snake takes 1 damage. So Snake will take 1 damage, and then because he landed in the... And it shares a space, place the figure in the nearest empty space. So that'll put Snake down here, which actually isn't too bad, because now it gives me an action that I can, because now that gives me an action, that'll give me an action to throw a grenade at him, which I think will take advantage of. So Snake will dash, reload his grenades, and throw one of them. We'll see what we get here. One and a one. Actually, you know what? We can use this +2 to make one of those a 3, and we'll put that grenade dead center. So that'll go 1, 2. Actually, no, that won't go dead center. That'll go 1, 2, 3, and 1. That will get on there for 1 damage, though, plus card. +2 damage. So that's another 3 damage, bringing us up to 10 damage on the grenade, on the tank already. So 10 damage on the grenade. As for Meryl, she is going to dash right over here. She's going to dash. Actually, she needed to take an action first to reload, so she'll do that. Now she'll dash. She'll dash up there. That's one of Snake's grenades. That's on the map. Then Meryl is going to dash here, and she's going to let one of her grenades fly. Six and a 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll use the -2 to turn the 6 into a 4. 1, 2, 3, which I'm fine with that. So she's all reloaded. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, which will be another 2 damage on the tank. So that'll bring it up to 12 damage. Then we'll draw another movement card for the tank. Moving down 3, right 3, up 3, and it doesn't attack. So 1, 2, 3, which means Snake takes another damage. One, 2, 3. We'll have Meryl take a damage. So Snake. So Meryl's going to end up there. And up 3. 1, 2, 3. So Meryl is right there, and we are back over to start of turn. Okay, reclaiming all of the action tokens as we've got them. Snake is going to have to use his rations here. He'll discard up to 2 damage. Then he's going to let his last grenade fly. He'll start it here. 6 and a 5 is going to probably overshoot. Yep. So that's going to end up all the way over here and overshoot. And then since Snake is on top of a crate, he'll immediately refill. Then he's going to refresh both of his... Actually, he's going to refresh his -2. That'll be it for Snake's turn. Meryl is going to move off. She's going to dash 1. She's going to sneak 2, mostly because she only needs 1 space. She'll throw her other grenade 3. Put that one dead center. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 3 damage plus card. 3 plus 2 is 5 damage. That'll bring it up to 17. Then she's going to refill her grenades and let another one fly. And she's going to probably overshoot. Yep. She's going to overshoot. That's going to end up all the way up there. And then she's out of actions. The tank is moving right 3, up 3, right 3. Which actually kind of helps us, I think. 1, 2, 3... Not running over Meryl. It might be a little bit hard to see, but she's not. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He would attack anybody who shares... Attack the farthest player sharing attack the farthest player sharing a column with the tank and move them 3 spaces away from the tank. If unable to do so, move as many spaces as possible and deal +1 damage. Okay, so it looks like it just moves toward us. Is that what I'm getting out of this? Yeah, I think that's... And move them 3 spaces away from the tank. If unable to do so, move as many spaces as possible and deal +1 damage. Okay, so it looks like it just moves back to us. So it looks like it just moves back here. Which nobody's getting run over. So that's very fortunate for us. So over to Snake we go. Actually, over to both of our characters we go. Reclaiming action tokens. We're down a little under halfway on the tank. So Meryl's action 1 is going to be to reload her grenades. Action 2, she's going to dash up here. Action 3, she'll throw one of her grenades. Actually, action 3, she'll refresh her +2, and action 4, she'll let one fly. Let's see, that's a 6. 5. Alright, so I'm going to use her ±1 to make the 6 into a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Which gives her 1 damage plus card. That's +1 for 2 damage. So that'll bring the grenade up to... That'll bring Meryl up... That'll bring the tank up to 19 damage. And then that's it for Meryl. Snake. What is Snake going to do here? He's going to spend an action to refresh his +2. Then he's going to dash 2. Dash 3. And let a grenade fly for 4. Let's get the grenade on Snake's space so I can start to count that out. 2 and 4. Is it worth using the -2 to bring that 2 down to a 1? Because if I bring that down to a 1... If I bring that down to a 1, I put that grenade dead center, and I think that is worth it here. So we'll make that we'll use the -2 to bring that down to a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So he'll put that dead center. We'll get 3 plus card. 3 plus 0 is actually 3 damage. That'll bring the tank up to 22. Okay. And then Snake's got one more action left. He will use that to refresh his -2 focus token. Then looking at the tank, it is moving left 3, up 9, and attacking everybody that shares a row. So 1, 2, 3 running over Snake. And that's after, if the shares a space. Okay, so Snake's going to go right back there, but he'll take 1 damage. Then the tank is moving up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Snake will end up there. And then he's attacking anybody that shares a row with the tank. Fortunately for us, that right now is nobody. But it also leaves us in kind of a bind where now we've got to go up to the tank at this point. Right. Okay, well, we can probably deal with that. Although I don't want to be... I've been trying to be careful that I don't end up getting into a bad situation here. So... let's see, what to do. I don't want to end up with potentially sharing a row or having run over be a big problem. We each have a grenade left. So I think Meryl for action 1 is going to dash 2. She'll dash again. Dash. And let her grenade fly. We do have an action, we do have a bonus action that we could potentially use if I want to use Meryl's focus token for that. 6 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, I don't have her plus or minus 1 available. So I think either way, well... yeah, that one's going to end up going off the map, which is very unfortunate. So I will actually use Meryl's bonus action here to have her retreat, so I can potentially bring her back down here and reload. As for Snake... he's got a grenade left as well. So I will have him dash for 1. He's going to throw his last grenade. I do have his +2 and or his -2 available if I need them. Actually, I'd have to get a 6 to get this on target, so I'm going to dash 1 more. I'm actually going to dash 1 more before I let the grenade fly. That way I have a bit better chance of getting it on the tank. 2 and a 2. Actually, if I spend his +2 to make one of those a 4, that will put the grenade dead center. That'll turn that into a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, it won't unless I spend his -2 again, which I think I will do that. So I'll turn that into a 1. I'll turn the 2 into a 1 and put that grenade dead center. For 3 plus 3 is 6 damage. So that's up to 28 damage on the tank. Let's see, dash, dash, throw, and Snake will refresh the -2. And then the tank, its move is moving 3, down 9, and attacking anybody that shares a row. So right 3, down 9. One, 2, 3, and it's going to miss it's going to miss both of us actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Trying to attack anybody that shares a row, but nobody does, so we're all clear there. Okay, now let's see, dash, dash, let's see, dash, 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 reload. Looks like a plan for Meryl. So that's what she's going to do. Triple dash and reload. As for Snake, he would be able to dash here. I think the better idea for him is going to be to go dash, sneak, mostly because I only need the one space, reload, and dash. That's how we'll do that for... Actually, yeah, that's how we'll do that for Snake. As for the tank, it's moving right 3, up 3, and right 3. So 1, 2, 3. Meryl takes a damage. Up 3, 2, 3. And it would try to move right 3 again, but since it can't move right 3, it moves left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then trying to move as many spaces as possible. Well, trying to attack the farthest player sharing a column, but nobody does. So it just moves back down here. Dealing +1 damage. Okay. So that brings us back here. Meryl's got her rations available to her, which she's probably going to be using. Yeah, I think that'll be Meryl's first action. She's going to discard her 2 damage. Then I think she's just refreshing focus tokens here. 2 to refresh her extra action, and 1 to refresh her ±1. As for Snake, he's going to refresh his +2. Should I have one more Snake act? Oh, I do. There we go. Refreshes +2. Is he going to let a grenade fly? He's going to dash at least 1. Do I dash again here? 3 gets him on the tank. 3 to 5 actually gets him on the tank. Well, 3 to 5 horizontally. He would need a 4 to 6, so I think we'll let a grenade fly. See if we can put 1 on the target. Three and a 1. If I spend his +2, I get that on the target for another 2 damage, which I think I will do that. So that'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for another 2 damage, which will bring the tank up to 30 damage. Okay. Dash, throw. Let's go refresh and throw again. Five and a 1. That definitely won't get on target. Yeah, the other one's just going to end up going to waste. That didn't work. Then for the tank, right 3, up 3, right 3. So it's going to run over Meryl again. 1, 2, 3. Dealing Meryl a damage. Up 3. And right 3. So it's going to end up right back where it started from. After coming down. Okay. So now we need to try to kill him this round. Ideally, we kill him this round. Actually, Snake needs to reload, though. Let's see what Meryl can do. She'll act first. And then Meryl's rations are discarded for the scenario. So Meryl's going to throw one of her grenades. Four and a 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's not going to work. So one of them is going to get discarded with no effect. Action 2, she'll throw again. That's a lot more like it, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. We'll put that dead center. So that's a guaranteed 3 damage plus 0, so another 3 damage. She'll reload on the grenade crate. And then she'll throw again. Four and a 5. That one's going to go off the map. 5. Yeah, that one's going to end up going off the map. And then Meryl's actually going to spend her focus or bonus action to throw her other grenade. So she's going to let this one fly. Hopefully setting the table for... Well, Snake's got to reload this round. So yeah, Meryl should be on the grenade crate here. Ugh, 6 and a 5. That one's going to go off the map as well. That's unfortunate. As for Snake, as we reclaim his action tokens, he's going to dash twice, dash, dash, reload, and dash back into the action. Then the boss, moving right 3, up 9, and attacking anybody that shares a row. Actually, left 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Unfortunately, Snake does share a row with the tank, and he just took a damage. So hopefully he can roll. Hopefully we roll low. Alright, a 5 and a 1, so Snake will take 1 damage, but we need to kill him. We need to kill the tank this round. Snake, fortunately, is reloaded, so we're set to go there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Snake go first. Action 1, he's going to dash. So action 1, he's going to dash. Action 2, he's going to let one of his grenades fly. A 5 and a 1 like that would be perfect. 3 and a 6, however, does not seem like it's going to work as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I could spend the -2 to make the 3 a 1, which I think I will have to do because I'm trying to kill him here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. We'll put that on the tank for 1 damage plus card. So 1 plus 3 is 4. That's a great time for that to come up, Snake. So that brings us up to 37 damage. And then action 4, Snake is going to let his last grenade fly. We're going to have to send Meryl up there as well to try to do some damage here. Or we just roll the same thing naturally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So that's 1 plus card. 1 plus 2 is 3, which actually just does it, thankfully. So that brings us up to 40 damage exactly. And we have defeated the tank. So since we defeated the tank, we get equipment card 7. Let's see what equipment card 7 is. Ah, here we go. It's the grenade that we were just using. Target a space in line of sight within 5 spaces. Deal 2 damage to all figures within 2 spaces in line of sight of the target space, then discard this card. It's, of course, loud, so we place our alert marker on the map under our figure. And the outro. Snake lobbed a grenade into the tank's open hatch. The resulting muffled boom sent a crewman flying out to land right in front of Snake. Convenient, he thought, rummaging through the crewman's pockets. Sure enough, he found a card key that should let him get into the hangar, along with a couple of grenades in the dead man's pockets. The burly man rose from the smoking ruins of his tank, a bit singed but otherwise unharmed. He was speaking into a radio. "He got the card," he said. Two other voices replied. Too quiet for Snake to make out, but one was Ocelot and the other was familiar. Snake headed to the terminal, swiped the card, and the hangar door began to rise. And that will do it for this playthrough of Metal Gear Solid, the board game, at least for the tank battle. So, I talked about this very briefly during Pino with Phoenix on Saturday, but having Meryl in this story this early in the mission, kind of to me at least trivialized things a little bit. Now, the story purist in me could try this out with Snake, with just Snake, and I'm thinking about doing that later, once I get a little bit deeper into the campaign, but for now that's an idea I'm going to kind of table. I am enjoying this playthrough so far, even with the board gamer in me and the story purist in me kind of warring for which one I like better, whether I like the board game or the video game more. Again, I'm enjoying this one, but it's definitely a different experience to have everything on the tabletop. I'm rambling a bit, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to have a bunch of debuts on the channel. We're going to have a pair of debuts in board games this week. Wednesday, we'll be debuting D100 Dungeon, another dungeon crawler. Friday, we're going to be debuting Slay the Spire, the board game. And Saturday, Mystical Munchies will commence out of the World of Warcraft New Flavors of Azeroth cookbook as we make the appetizer, fried cheese dumplings. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications to get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.